Ros Canter and the incredible Lordships Graffalo have been crowned winners of the 2025 Mars Badminton Horse Trials. They were second going into the final show jumping phase, but when overnight leaders Oliver Townend and Cooley Rosalind lowered a pole, victory was Ros's. Walter has become the first horse to regain the badminton crown. Ros Canter, 2025 Badminton Horse Trials winner with Lordships Graffalo. What a horse and what a performance by both of you this week.
Oh, thank you. I think Walter's performance in the show jump today might have been slightly more relaxed than mine. I was a little bit on edge today, but I just relieved that I was managed to kind of get him to the takeoff spot and let him do the rest, really. But yeah, what an amazing horse. He just thoroughly, he's made to do this job, and he's made to do this job at the highest level. And for him, this, for a lot of horses, this week is the pinnacle, and it takes it's a bit like someone running a marathon or something. They take time to recover. It takes a lot out of them. For Walter, he'd happily go again tomorrow. So
arguably you're quite a lot like him, because you only ran the marathon.
I took a few more days to recover than Walter has after his cross-country efforts. But yeah, he's like the ultimate athlete, and he doesn't see it as a hardship. He doesn't, it's full of enjoyment for him, and he, his body loves it. He loves doing everything. So I'm just extremely lucky to have a horse like that.
And you said you're more on edge today than maybe before. Can you sort of talk us through that?
I think, obviously Caroline Moore, who's been a huge influence in my life for many, many years, passed away sadly, a couple of months ago, and she's always been by my side at an event like this. So it's been a long day today because I couldn't quite switch off, so I stayed up here a bit too long, and I was a bit on my own. Although there's lots of people around and I was chatting and things with her, normally she's kind of slightly dictating what I do and kept me busy, and so I've had to just, try and make sure that I bring enough discipline into my day and make sure I had everything nailed without overthinking to the point where, I wasn't riding and reacting kind of autonomously. So it was just trying to find that balance without her, really.
I'm sure you've made her incredibly proud. Well done, Ros. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ros and Walter won with a penalty in hand, adding nothing to their 23.5 dressage score, with many saying that their cross-country round here was the best they've ever seen. The show jumping track once again proved influential, as it was last year, with just 5 combinations achieving clears inside the time allowed. Oliver Townend, who last won here in 2009 with Flint Curtis, was so close to adding another badminton title to his name. But it wasn't to be after those 4 penalties in the final phase, and they had to settle for second. Oliver, second here at badminton this year. Can you sort of summarise this afternoon and what you thought of the track out there as well?
Okay, I thought the track was as big as you see on grass for a 5-star. Thrilled with the horse's performance. She's only a baby still at the level, and for the performance that she's put in this weekend, hopefully she's got a very bright future.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Well done.
Thank you.
Ireland's Austin O'Connor and Colorado Blue proved once again that they are a force to be reckoned with at 5-star level, finishing third here this week. Salty performed a career best at 5-star level in the dressage, and they capitalised on this in the jumping phases, climbing from 20th into 3rd. Austin O'Connor, third here this year at badminton with Colorado Blue. What a superstar he is, and what a performance.
Sure, I think, we all know he's a superstar, but I think his performance this week has been incredible.
Yeah.
The round he jumped in there was just sensational stuff. And we've been having the odd rail on the lap, at the last day, so it's nice to put that right again.
Yeah.
I knew he hadn't changed. But yeah, everything fell for us today, and he loves badminton.
Perfect, thanks so much. Harry Meade produced yet another 2 stunning results at 5-star level, when finishing 4th and 6th aboard Cavalier Crystal and Superstition respectively. Surely his first 5-star win can't be too far away. Harry Meade, 2 horses inside the top 10 here at badminton. What are your thoughts on today's show jumping track and how it sort of has all unfolded?
Yeah, I think it was a great track. First fence was awkward, being so far away from the entrance and right up against the crowd. It was cleverly designed. There wasn't any way you could turn inside, and if you tried to go quite quickly by opening the stride, all of the related distances came up quite short. Therefore, you had to be on it by having a quick, punchy, short canter. So you had a quick turnover of footfall, but not opening them through their body and their stride length. Otherwise, they'd have problems in their related distances. I was absolutely thrilled with both my horses. Superstition had one slightly dramatic moment, but he jumped really well, and the first horse, Cavalier Crystal, jumped her socks off and was unbelievable. I think it was as good a round I've ever felt any horse jump underneath me, and nice to do it at her first badminton.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Harry. Well done.
Thank you.
Rounding off the top 10, Emily King and Valmy Biats were 5th after finishing 4th here last year. Germany's Christoph Wahler and the super speedy D'accord FRH were 7th. Bobby Upton and Kohler dropped from 6th to 8th with 2 show jumps down, while Tom McEwen and JL Dublin produced an immaculate final day performance, jumping clear inside the time to finish 9th. And New Zealand's Tim Price finished 10th with Vitali. That's all from us at Horse and Hound here this week at Badminton Horse Trials, but don't forget to head over to our website to catch up on all of the latest news and web features, and don't miss the 15th of May issue of Horse and Hound magazine, which has got a full 25-page report for you to enjoy. Also, don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel and hit like and subscribe for more content.